As people, we need to tell our stories. That's how we grieve. And this allows people to tell the whole story. They don't have to pick, like, oh wait, can so-and-so handle this? They can just be themselves and tell their story. And I don't think you can heal if you can't tell your story.
What first brought me to the Samaritans was my husband's suicide 22 plus years ago. I was working at the time. I got a call at work from his uncle saying, we just found George in the garage. I said, how is he? And his uncle said, well, they weren't able to revive him. As many people in my life and the children, as many children as I had, I couldn't connect. I couldn't talk to anyone. So I went into a deep, deep depression and would sit up at night when the kids were in bed, just wondering what was going to become of us. I just knew when he died, that was the end of life as we know it.
A lot of our calls come when it's the darkest time for a person.
I was talking with a friend of mine, and he was going through a difficult time, and he said, I'm not feeling well, I'm depressed, I've been cutting myself. And I said, are you doing it now? And he said, yes, I've begun, I'm gonna end my life now. And I felt like I was in a spot where I almost couldn't do anything, you know. I really felt stuck because he seemed pretty determined. You know, I just knew I couldn't leave it like that. I couldn't wait till the next school day to see him in school, because I didn't know if I was going to be able to see him in school.
Teenagers are dealing with huge pressure from their parents, from school, from their friends. It's coming from all directions, and a lot of times you just feel trapped.
Oddly enough, a very good friend of mine just 2 days ago took her life. She was a very accomplished artist, and she had a case of diabetes that ultimately affected her eyesight and her fine motor skills, where she could no longer create any art. So she decided she wanted to become a writer. Her body was so ravaged by her diabetes, and she was in so much pain that she couldn't even write anymore. So her two great loves, her art and her writing, were taken from her, and the pain was so insufferable that she took her own life.
I felt very alone in the world. I was living in Back Bay. I was living in a rooming house, in a tiny room, and I was estranged from my family, and I had no friends. I was very isolated. I needed someone to be emotionally present and to hear my need and really feel my need.
To me, befriending is caring enough to listen to someone, listening to their whole story and listen to them without judging them, and giving them time to talk it through.
I don't remember the woman's name I talked to, but I do remember that she said, you can call us back. And I said, well, when? Do I have to call back tomorrow night at this time? She said, you can call us back when you need to call us back. And I started calling her back late at night when the kids were all settled, and it became something I looked forward to. As I called them more and more, I got the impression that I probably could rebuild my life somehow. And I latched onto that, and that's how I started going through my days.
Befriending is being present with the caller, empathizing with the caller, and absorbing the caller's pain in the hopes that they may feel a little less burdened, a little less overwhelmed, and maybe even a little more hopeful.
Befriending is being there for people when they have no one else to turn to.
I felt loved. You know, I felt loved, and that's what I needed.
I can't explain the grace I've gotten.
And just by listening,
you can help for at least 15 minutes. And that's important, even, no matter what happens.
I feel sad because her life was so hard, and so many of her loves were taken from her, but she still maintained a very incredible and impressive strength right up to the end.
I got him to realize that, yeah, maybe if I get some help, I'll be able to keep going. And he's told me if I wanted, I could call 911, so I did. And it was a really powerful thing to be capable of, having him saying, I don't want to be here anymore, to going, yeah, maybe there's hope.
The Samaritans are humanity at its best. I call them angels.
Befriending allows you to go back to a place that says there might be hope, there could be hope.
You're there in the dark of the night when no one else is there to listen to the callers. There's no family awake, there's no friends awake, and we're probably the only people that are going to listen. And they're alone and they want to talk and they want to pour out their hearts. And we just try and lighten that darkness a little bit and help them get through till the morning.
They saved my life.